Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trust. Man, check this out, man. If this is your first time on He Rants, I want to let you know I'm just a random guy. I like to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. If that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way, you'll always be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. And at the same time, leave a like, because I'm so insecure, and those likes definitely make me feel like I'm doing a stand-up job. At the same time, you gotta buy the merch, mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. But man, listen, we gotta talk about paternity court, man. So I just got this video for paternity court, and I feel like it's gonna be an interesting one, right? Pretty much a guy saying that he believes that men should be able to cheat. And listen, that's all I had to hear, and I feel like this guy might be a guy that I want to follow in the future. Ooh, I am excited. To see, is he the father? Is he the father? That's the question. That's what we really need to find out.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Reeves versus Silva.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Reeves, you are here today to prove that the defendant, Mr. Silva, is the biological father of your 7-month-old son, Legend. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Silva, you were involved in a paternity case on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in support of your sister, who took a DNA test to prove paternity of her child. You now stand here in court with your own case because you say there is absolutely no way you are the biological father of the plaintiff's son. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Reeves, explain to the court how this paternity doubt has affected your relationship.
Well, it's affected everything in my life. We've been on and off for about 3 years. Right now, every single time I turn around, it's always, oh, are you...
Hold up, bro.
in my life. We've been on and off.
First off, son, they said they from, like, he was in the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta joint. Oh yeah, he looked like he from Atlanta, son. If you know what I'm saying. He definitely looked. Well, he on her sensual as hell. He looked like a sensual serpent. Greased over here like an extra lump on a ponytail. So I'm like, what is like what? Where they got the phone is hovering over the water? They taking this, but why does he look sensual as hell, bro? What's going on? No, you got, and at the same time, he looks like, what's his name, Mao from that Disney movie. You know, the dude with the hook. You know what I'm saying? He got the hair out too, looking extra luxurious. Look like a Head and Shoulder Troy Polamalu in the face. Head ass. In the face or in the waist? Nah, let me stop. That's not gay.
For about 3 years. Right now, every single time I turn around, it's always, oh, are you sure that he's my baby? Are you sure that he's my baby? Yes, I'm 100% sure. Like, why do you keep asking me? And don't get me wrong, he's a good guy, but I just want us to be able to move forward in our relationship without having any more arguments. And so I feel like the best way for us to be able to do this is for us to go ahead and get a DNA test, make sure that Legend is the biological son for him. And
you said make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So you have doubts as well?
No, I don't have doubts, but he does.
Okay. Mr. Silva, why do you have doubts?
I just don't trust her, Your Honor. I feel like she's tricking me into believing that I'm Legend's father. I grew up loving women, loving sex.
You grew up loving sex?
To me, I always felt like it was okay for men to go out, have sex, and, cheat, come home to their family. And women can't go out, have sex, and, come home, and especially with a baby, trying to say that I'm his father. I just want.
All of this started because all he wanted to do was cheat on me. I've been nothing but faithful to him since I first met him.
And so you believe he's projecting.
Y'all listening to this, bro? Son, no, forget Future, bro. This guy's the leader, son. He's the leader. I will follow him with my life. I will sacrifice my life for this guy to live. What did he just say, son? Did he just say that he's... men are supposed to cheat, go out, have sex as much as possible, and then the woman's supposed to stay faithful? Oh my God. I take back everything I said in the beginning of the video. So this guy is some type of prophet, some type of higher being. And then his girl knows this, right? And she's saying she's been faithful the whole time. She could be lying. She could be lying. And she ain't no ugly joint. You know, you probably think you'd be an ugly, insecure joint, but this joint look like she a legit joint. I give, man. I deep dig it. I deep dig it. Not shallow dig, but deep dig. You know, you give the shallow dig, it's like, man, it's grazing there a little way, do the jackhammer with the tip. No, I'm going all the way in. I'm deep digging it. I'm gonna go in until the my balls hit the, her pelvis area. Now I know, all right, can't go in any deeper, son. I'm like, oh, definitely deep dig that. But to think that he said it so confidently, and oh my goodness, and it seems like there's only women in this courtroom, which seems bland. Judge's hair is beautiful. Say that.
His unfaithfulness onto you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing that, Mr. Silva? Do you have any
Your
reason
Honor,
to believe Ms. Reeves has not been faithful? You basically said in so many words that you believe it's okay for men to go outside of the relationship to cheat, but not okay for women to do the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
You aren't the only
correct.
man that feels like that.
You sure ain't?
Well, Your Honor, I feel
Every
like,
man feels like that.
God created men to conquer, to overrule, and woman cannot empower. Woman cannot empower men.
What are we on, Game of Thrones?
You see what I deal with every day.
Oh, what are we talking about? First of all, you said God created men to conquer, and what else?
Conquer, and woman
to rule.
cannot overpower men.
You're ridiculous.
This gonna be a long
You see
hearing.
what I deal with every day, right?
So in the conquering and the ruling of man, inclusive in that is the right to cheat, have other women outside the relationship, but women cannot, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically, you're here to conquer. Hypothetically. Why can't you conquer your doubt and conquer your fear that she's also doing something that she says she's not doing?
Well, Your Honor, I feel like if I'm out here, doing what I'm doing, and she's out, doing whatever she's doing, she's possibly doing the same thing.
And why would that be so wrong? Because you can't take what you dish out?
You see, the problem here is it shows that women don't listen to what men say at all. At all. She didn't listen to a word. He clearly just said in his opening statement, women are not supposed to go out and cheat. Only men are. Right? She can't take that. She can't understand that, man. And their son looks like a Wendy's nighttime manager. I don't care what anybody say. He looks just like a Wendy's nighttime manager. He looks like the moment you go there, around like 1 o'clock, like, hey, excuse me, man, big dog, it's closed. You can't get any more fries. I'm like, no. I want my 4 for 4. I want my 4 for 4. You know what I'm saying? And then he's going, he's probably going to look mad. I'm like, listen, I'll call corporate, man. I don't care. And then, him being a nighttime manager, he's like, man, I don't want you to call corporate. Man, hey, put the fries in the burner. Just get this guy out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's their son's future. This dude right here, though, I don't know, son. Like, I know there's Jesus. God, Jesus, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. This guy definitely got to be under, I don't know, son. This guy might be a little bit, is he higher than the Pope? Is he higher than the Pope? I can't believe I called this guy gay in the beginning. Oh my God, this guy is. Can't enjoy the V-neck. You know how I feel about V-necks, man. You gotta respect.
I'm trying to understand. I mean, just entertain me for a minute. From one queen to a king. Why? Why would you expect her to sit at home and allow you to cheat on her?
It's just really the fact that she came home, she came telling me that I'm the father of legend. And I just, honestly, I don't believe that.
All right, so now let's come out of our hypothetical. All right, so now let's come out of our hypothetical.
The fact that she came home, she came telling me that I'm.
See, when I said the Wendy's nighttime manager, I thought I was joking. He ready? Come on, look, he got the He got the khakis with the belt already over the shirt up to the past the belly button. He's already an old man status right now. So come on. So now if I'm saying that, I feel like I'm being a bad guy. I'm being an asshole, right? But you see it. You see it with your eyes. Come on, man. I got my third eye is open. So I already seen this kid's future, bro. One of these nighttime managers, if not KFC.
I'm the father of legend. And I just, honestly, I don't believe that.
All right, so now let's come out of our hypothetical situation and let's really talk about real facts. When do you find out you're pregnant, Ms. Reeves?
Well, we was broken up at the time, but immediately, as soon as I told him that I was pregnant, he was like, okay, with who?
Your Honor, we were broken up for 4 weeks, Your Honor. I called her, texting her ex.
And is that why you broke up?
Yes, Your Honor.
When you
I confronted her
with
about texting her ex. This ain't, I caught them texting multiple times, and she claims they're just friends. And I had it. One day, I just decided to try to go in her phone, and she changed her password on me. She was in the bathroom when I was trying to get in there, and I thought I typed it in wrong, so I tried 2-3 more times until it locked me out. And so when she finally got out the bathroom, I was like, so you're texting your ex and you changed your password. What you gotta hide? And that's exactly...
But my whole thing is like, why do you keep asking me what I have to hide when every single time I turn around, it's another female texting my phone?
Once again, they're not listening, bro. He told you, as a man, you are able to cheat. You as a woman are not capable of cheating, and she's definitely doing some scandalous stuff. I don't like this. It's a slippery slope, young lady. Man, they just not listening to the son. Cuz is not even like, it's plain as day, simple. Allow me to cheat, you can't cheat. As long as you're able to abide by those rules, this relationship is gonna be Gucci. It's gonna be beautiful. She's definitely getting digged down by the other king. You know what I'm saying? He's out here smashing. He's also trying to spread his cheek. He's trying to conquer her. He probably already has. Probably conquered the vajayjay and everything, right? That's why he should have been smarter and put a chastity belt on his girl. You know what I'm saying? I know that's extreme. A chastity belt. Who really put a chastity belt on their girl, right?
Like, I was just dating I was just dating your boyfriend. Your boyfriend is my boyfriend. That's our boyfriend. Like, what you mean?
Wait, what?
Boyfriend.
Our boyfriend?
Our boyfriend. The fact that you can allow another female to talk to me in that way. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him about it over and over and over and over again. What are you talking about? You're delusional. You don't even know anything.
But look. And I've had some fun with Mr. Silva and his analogies, but I do want to be honest in this moment. If he catches you on the phone texting your ex, that could give rise to some doubt. If you then change your password so he can't see what's going on your phone, to most men, that's going to make him think she possibly is involved with somebody else. That doesn't make it right that he's doing the wrong thing either. But you have to understand that his extra affairs outside of your relationship do not necessarily have bearing on the paternity issue that we're dealing with now. And that's what's hard, because a lot of women will say, well, he was out doing this, that, and the third. I said, I know, but I need to know what this, that, and the third you were doing. Because that's really the bottom line. So if you're texting your ex, changing your passcode, and then you all are broken up, and you then say to him, I'm pregnant, I can see that he might have some doubt as to who you may have been having sex with during the window of conception.
Streets.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile can be good at just $15 a month. So, as Mint's new owner, I brought in one of our first...
Mr. Silva, how long were you broken up before she told you she was pregnant?
Was broken up for about 3-4 weeks, a month, and I didn't hear from her. So at the time, she gets booked to model and promote events, and that's what she loved doing. So on her Snapchat, she's turning up, getting lit, with men, drinking, smoking. So how do you expect me to believe that you've been gone for 3-4 weeks, then come back to me telling me you're pregnant?
And how pregnant did she say she was when she told you?
I mean, I'm not
I was
exactly.
like 3 months pregnant when I found out.
So in your mind, regardless of what you were doing for that month that you all were broken up, your window of conception would have been 2 months
While we
before
was
that,
together.
while you were together.
Yes, ma'am.
But it also was while you were texting your ex.
But he never saw anything in my phone like, oh, let's hang out, oh, let's chill. It was always like, hey, how are you doing? Just checking in on you, just checking up.
Checking in on the pussy. Yeah, listen. From time to time, a guy gotta hit up the girl to make sure that the pussy's still moist for him, man. He has to test it out, man, because you never know. Guys go through a thing called the drought, right? When they're not able to get a lot of punani, so then they have to go back to their little black book of old joints they may have cracked, but they're still in good standings with, right? They may have not, they've been friends with benefits before, such and such, or maybe they were a girl that they lied and said they were going to be in a relationship with, but they, decided just to keep that girl around just because, right? Definitely she's catching, he's checking up on her just to make sure, like, listen, can I still get in the guts, right? How are you? Why do you think he's asking? He wants to go into your subway, son, with his train. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing. I'm not trying to go for this BS. Like, the son already looking like, oh, my mom is over here with the streets. With the streets, bro. In fact, this mom might be with the train tracks. She might be on a whole nother level. I'm not sure.
On daily basis. Good morning, good nights.
No.
Yes, Your Honor.
So take me to, during this pregnancy, Mr. Silva, are you accompanying Ms. Reeves to doctor's appointments? Are you involved? Or are you basically just being standoffish because you don't think it's your child?
Your Honor, as soon as she told me, I told her who was the father. So I did not believe I was the father, and I was not with her during her pregnancy. I was only there to be supportive during the birth.
So in that moment, despite your doubts, you said, I want to be there at the hospital when the baby is born.
Yes, and throughout the whole time I'm telling her I want a DNA test. In the hospital, none but her family was there. I was by myself. I came in. As soon as the Legend was born, the doctor came in the room, straight to me and gave me the paper. I didn't want to make her look bad. So
you signed the birth certificate?
Yes, I felt pressure to sign.
You felt like in that moment, her whole family is around.
Yes.
And if you start talking about DNA tests and not signing birth certificates, it sheds a negative light on her.
Yes, Your Honor.
So out of a level of protection for her, you go ahead and execute the birth certificate without really understanding the legal ramifications of that.
Yes, Your Honor. It was my first child, my first rodeo. I didn't understand how to.
And there was nobody from your family with you?
Nobody. I was there. I flew out of Florida, come to Alabama just for the birth.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118.
But now Legend is 7 months old.
And I've been there.
Since day one?
Since day one.
I got him clothes, everything he needed. I take care of him. I let him meet my family. I just needed this DNA test. That's the only way we could work on our relationship. That's the only way that I can continue loving my son and loving her. Because I do love her, Your Honor.
You dying by that double-edged sword, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a saying, and it's true.
Yes, Your Honor.
So now Legend is 7 months old, and I'm very happy to hear that despite your doubt, Mr. Silva, you stepped up to the plate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does it affect your relationship with him in terms of bonding? Do you look at him? Does this run through your mind?
I look at him and I love him. I fell in love with him.
Well, he loves him, but he's still telling everybody that he's not the father. Like,
I just have my doubt.
Yeah.
I just have my doubt.
Like, well, I have proof right here. A girl, she messaged me basically saying that, they was talking, he was...
Let me see that evidence. Jerome, will you hand that to me?
Here you go.
What the baby being his?
He was her boyfriend as well.
What does that have to do with the baby being his?
He didn't know me. I'm just...
So you got a message out of the blue from another woman. Mm-hmm. And it says, he told me you were his ex and that you were pregnant, but you're and didn't know who the dad was.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you confront Mr. Silva about it?
Yes, ma'am.
What'd he say?
I showed him a picture of him and the girl together. And then he's like, oh, well, I do know her, but that was a long time ago. Like, I haven't seen her for years. And then here we are with other pictures of them. And I know that it was a recent picture because it was a shirt that he had just got like 2 months ago.
So, Mr. Silva, I see you have a smirk on your face, so we already know you lying.
As usual.
Yeah, Your Honor,
Did you tell this woman that she was pregnant, but she didn't know who the father of her child was?
What does that have to do with anything? What does that... I'm not trying to give him a pass for being a cheater, but what does that have to do with anything? We're here to see if she's been unfaithful and the baby's really his. What does him messing with other joints have to do with anything? Honestly. They trying to divert, you trying to deflect, and what does that have to do with anything, bro? Hey, you praying to God that baby's his, bro.
Your Honor, I told her that she was pregnant, and I told her that she wasn't pregnant by me, you know, but the whole thing, I just said that out of, you know, just being grimy.
Well, that's honest. Go ahead and tell the truth. So you were being grimy.
I just did that just to pretty much, you know, if she was out there doing whatever, then I'm out here doing whatever. You know, so I'm not no dummy. You're not gonna play me. You know what I mean?
Well, you played me first. Right. You started the whole thing. If it wasn't for you cheating, if it wasn't for you talking to different people, we wouldn't even be here right now. None of this stuff would even happen.
We don't know that.
And I can see that this still hurts you, Miss Reed.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you feeling?
I just feel a little hurt, you know what I mean? Because, like, we have a beautiful baby together. And I don't want him to grow up feeling like, oh, my daddy didn't even think that I was his. I don't want him to feel like, you know, we were just being irresponsible. I want him to love me the way that I love my parents. I want him to grow up the same way that I grew up with both of his parents in his life. You know what I mean? I don't want to continue to argue about it.
The baby honestly looks more like her than me. How could I tell the baby is mine if he doesn't really even look like me for real?
Look at him. What are you talking about?
Her ex looks just like me. He could be her ex.
So you're saying there's such a striking resemblance between you and her ex.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's hard for you to tell because the child looks so much like her.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are you hoping, Ms. Reeves, in this moment?
In order for us to move forward with our relationship and every single thing else in our life, we need to get past this so we don't have any extra arguments in the future.
I understand. And how about you, Mr. Silver?
We're not getting past this, Slim. We can't. We just can't. When you... I gotta know for a fact. When you getting dick down my cuz, bro, on the phone? I'm not gonna call cuz up, son, because us men, we're, like he said, we're conquerors, right? So I'm not gonna come to him, confront him. If he smashed, then he smashed. It is what it is, right? There's no ill will towards him. It's like us as men, we're supposed to spread our seed as much as possible. If your girl ends up being collateral damage, it is what it is, right? I just want to know if she did it, right? But I mean, if the baby's not his, then we know for a fact, right? I'm trying to figure out, is she Hispanic or something? Because her accent really just started coming out in the second half. Like really listen to him, just like, what's going on? And she's trying to come with the tears. She's trying to come with the stuff. I don't know how I feel about this, man. Will this stop me from dicking her down? No. Like I said, man, we are conquerors, right? So if she was to throw me the cheeks, I would definitely hit deep dish, like a deep dish pizza. I know that didn't make any sense, but why does it have to make sense? All right. It's almost like post-nut clarity, right? You're hitting it. Like, man, I shouldn't be doing this. But you're doing it, right? But the moment that nut hits, you're just like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that. But it's too late. You did it. That made no sense again. I'm just talking.
But what are your
Your
hopes
Honor,
today?
I want this child to be mine, and I really, you know, hoping that the results saying that I'm his father, because if he's not, then she got to kick rocks. She got to go. I can't look at her the same. I can't respect her. That's not my father. I mean, that's not my child. I can't be a father to somebody else's child.
It hurts me like you've been around him for a long time, you know what I mean? And so now, if he's not yours, all of a sudden you don't want nothing to do with me at all. You don't want nothing to do with him.
How you gonna make me take care of somebody else? Your Honor, I love Jennifer. I mean...
So with or without Legend, we should still be together. It shouldn't be no kick rocks.
Nah, you kicking rocks.
There's a lot at stake here.
Yo! He looked at her in the face like, no, you're kicking rocks. You better have some Timbs on. You kicking rocks. What you thought this was, bro? Kick rocks. She wild. So you tell me you cheated on me. You got pregnant with another dude, right? Oh, but you cheated. I'm trying to hear about me cheating, bro. I didn't get another girl pregnant. See, if I got another girl pregnant, then you have an argument. I didn't get another girl pregnant. You got pregnant by another dude. You got pregnant, penetrated by another dude, and you came back, and most likely you sucked his dick, right? Because now we're in the modern day. Dick sucking is a part of foreplay, right? So you probably sucked his dick. How dare you? How dare you? Then you came back and maybe try to be the father for his child? How dare you? I am shocked, flabbergasted, flustered. I don't know how to feel about this. I think the only way we can get past this if you give me head. Will you be? She'll probably be like, will you be the father? No, I still won't be the father of the child. But at least by you giving me head, I know that we're in good standing, and I'll come to you anytime I may want head in the future. That doesn't sound fair. It's definitely fair. It's fair to me, because I already told you what it was. I'm a cheater. I cheat. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at cheating. You're not good at it, because you got pregnant. I didn't get my girls pregnant. You got pregnant. Sloppy work. Sloppy work.
And I want to give you the opportunity, if there's something else you haven't said, or if there's some type of doubt you really do have, you have a chance to be honest about that in this moment before we go to the results.
Yeah, I don't have any doubts. I'm just a little bit upset that if he feels like he's not his, and he doesn't want to be with me anymore. I feel like with or without Legend, our relationship is, we can make it be good the way that it was before. You know what I mean? Like if we didn't have a...
I feel like if you knew for a fact the baby is yours, is his, you wouldn't even, that last little sentence that she said shouldn't even came out of her mouth. Why did that come out of her mouth? What? If I knew for a fact, I would just be there nonchalant, like, oh, he about to look stupid. I only had sex with him. I was about to say, like, I wouldn't even care. Like, I have nothing to hide. Like, we're good. But she sounded like there might be a slight possible chance that it's not his, bro. I hope he's taking note of that, man. Even though he looked like Mao from that freaking Disney movie. I don't know this Disney movie, but he looked like that dude, son. Troy Polamalu.
Baby, is that him saying like, oh, okay, well, if we didn't have a baby, we wouldn't be together right now. You know what I mean?
What he's saying is if you have a child by another man and he is not the biological father, that he's not able to raise another man's child.
Thank you, Judge.
Nor is he responsible to do so. He does not have to do that. I don't like the terminology you all are using, kick rocks and this kind of thing, so I'm holding my composure because it just sounds rude, but I know you young folks have your own terminology, so I understand what he meant was that he cannot be in a relationship with you, definitively. Mm-hmm. And that's a reality. I think the only way we can truly move forward is to get the results. Jerome? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. If you need paternity court, call us at 855-883-6223.
Y'all do know he the father, right?
The most human AI is now also the easiest for anyone to set up and use, with the introduction of the Amelia Digital Employee.
In the case of Reeves versus Silva, when it comes to 7-month-old Legend Silva, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Silva, you are the father. You are the father.
That's all I needed to know, Your Honor. Now, I'm sorry, and I did have my doubt with Legend, but I know that he's my son, and I would truly, fully love him. And I want us to move on in our relationship, because I love you.
I love you too.
That was beautiful. And she needed to hear that. And I hope you receive it, but also receive this. If you don't change the way you operate, Mr. Silva, you are going to continue to negatively affect this woman's spirit, which ultimately negatively affects your child's well-being. But Ms. Reeves, you have a choice as well. You do not have to tolerate a man continuously cheating on you. And there's a saying that you teach people how to treat you. And you are going to have to be able to set boundaries, both of you together, as to what this relationship is going to be. And you're going to have to hold one another to that standard.
I like this judge. He tells her how it is, right? She's like a female Judge Mathis in a sense, but kind of not at the same time, because Judge Mathis seems very mean, right? But let me say this. He's going to keep cheating. He's not going to stop. No, he's not going to stop. never stops. The journey never stops. Keep smashing, spreading your loins to as much money as possible. Listen, man, he looks like Rico Suave or something, right, with his hair down. Can you imagine coming to the courtroom with your hair looking down like that, son? Just essentially, he's trying to scope out for some hoes. That's what he's doing. I respect it, man. I respect this guy. I low-key was wishing the baby wasn't his, because it would just made it a whole lot more interesting. But hey, it is what it is. I'm happy for the guy, man. Now they can be a whole happy family and everything, right? But listen, if you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way you'll always be one of the first people to hear the voice of Long Trousers. And at the same time, leave a like. My dog is out here barking and stuff. But leave a like, man, because those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. And at the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. And that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.